traveling to Mississippi State for this matchup, and oh boy, here we go. The first play from the line of scrimmage, big Tavius Robinson. With the sack, Will Rogers goes down. Tavius letting them know it's going to be a long day. I'm coming. Mississippi State goes 3 and out. Ole Miss has the ball. Matt Corral's pass to Braylon Sanders, 23 yards right up the gut. But the running back Jerron Ely said, you can't have all the fun. Ely breaks off to the left with a major gain of 30 yards. And in this simulation, Ely breaks an old school record that was held by Kalo Dotley in 1949. Talk about a record that stood the test of time, my goodness. And he's not only breaking records, he's breaking ankles. He's out there getting busy. This sets up a 15-yard pass to Braylon Sanders, touchdown, Ole Miss. Ole Miss draws first blood. Now it's Mississippi State's turn to answer. Will Rogers throws a strike to Jaden Walley, right up the middle, 18 yards. That takes us into the second quarter, and Will Rogers with a pass. Look at this catch. Wow. How did Makai Polk hold on to that ball? 34-yard reception. He had 2 defenders on him. 3 of them. Good catch by Polk. And Polk breaks a record. This is like a record-breaking game. What is going on? These players are crushing records in this matchup. That sets up a 4-yard touchdown run by Will Rogers. He says, I'm just going to take this one in myself. 7-7. And I'll tell you what, it is like cold out here. Is it really cold out here down south? Y'all let me know. The night games. I mean, I know it's raining, but you can see their breath. Almost looking like it's below 30 out there. Matt Corral is just on fire. 18-yard pass to Jonathan Mingo. Matt Corral is 6 of 6, 64 yards, 1 touchdown already. He came to play. Matt Corral to Paris Jr., 18-yard reception, getting him into that red zone. Mississippi State forces a 3 and out. Ole Miss will have to settle for a field goal on this drive. And that's going to take us into halftime. It is 10-7. Ole Miss has that slight edge. Let's see what these halftime adjustments bring. Fourth quarter, Will Rogers to Thomas. 17 yards. I like Ra. We're going to call him Ra Thomas. Will Rogers quietly having a nice game too. He's 8 of 11, 96 yards passing. Will Rogers, 20-yard pass to Griffin. Gets that toe down. First and goal. Rogers drops this pass off to the halfback Jerrigan. 4-yard reception, touchdown. Mississippi State takes the lead, 14-10. Fourth quarter, 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Does Matt Corral have enough in him? He does. Throws a 30-yard strike to Dennis Jackson, getting him into Ole Miss territory. Corral with the laser eye scanning the field. Corral said, you know what? I'm going to take this one myself. Took a few defenders with him as well. 16-yard run right up the middle. First down. Minute 36, Matt Corral. Matt Corral throws a strike, touchdown. Matt Corral is having a game, you guys. This is crazy. This drive, 2 of 3, 46 yards alone. Can Mississippi State answer? 42 seconds left. Will Rogers to the sideline. Williams, 6-yard reception. They need to get downfield. Rogers drops another dime. Beautiful pass. Polk is adding on. 2 receptions, 51 yards. He's having a good game. 30 seconds left, though. Can they get downfield? It's 4th and 6. Rogers. Oh my goodness. Hits a wide open Jaden Walley. 38 yards, touchdown. What in the world? How did Walley is just running free? These defensive backs, they are like, what in the world? They got burnt bad. The ball was overthrown just slightly. Walley makes a perfect catch into the end zone. Matt Corral, 3 seconds left. Ole Miss deep in their territory. They got one more shot, but it's not happening. Sacked for 8 yards. Mississippi State wins 21-17. Mississippi State's run game slightly ahead of Ole Miss. Time of possession though, Ole Miss had the ball for a long time. Just that big play burnt them at the end. Players of the game: Will Rogers, 16 to 23, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. Matt Corral, he was fun to watch, had a really good game, 14 to 16, 163 yards with 2 touchdowns. That takes us into Oregon versus Oregon State. Oregon coming off a loss versus Utah, but they're hosting their in-state rivals. Can they bounce back this game? Right out the gate, Champ Fleming with a 51-yard reception. Chance Nolan throws a strike right down the middle. They don't call him Champ for nothing. He's got that speed. 17-0 Oregon State. Oregon goes 3 and out, so Oregon State, and Champ is not done yet. Nolan delivers another pass to Fleming's 16-yard reception. Chance Nolan 4 of 4. 91 yards, 2 touchdowns already. Beginning of the second quarter. 14-0 Oregon State. Second quarter, Nolan drops back, but his pass is picked off by Keith Brown. Interception. Keith Brown, the middle linebacker, 1 interception, 3 tackles. He's having a game. Brown said, I need to get us back in this game. Give me that ball. And they took advantage of that turnover because Ty Thompson throws a nice pass, 36 yards, 29 yards to Johnny Johnson III. 14-7 Oregon State, but Oregon is still alive. Third quarter, Ty Thompson calls his own number right up the right side, 37 yards. Big run by Ty Thompson. Thompson hands it off to Verdell, 11-yard run, touchdown. 14-14 to tie it up. Nolan said Ty Thompson is not the only quarterback that can run. I've got some wheels myself. Calls his own number right up the gut, 10-yard run. Nolan the Teagan for the first down. Looks like he was tackled by Kayvon. He's got 6 tackles, 3 for a loss, and 2 sacks already. Oregon State catches him with a slant route. Nolan to Bradford, 16-yard touchdown. Oregon State with the 21-14 lead. Oregon State racking up a lot of yards, 209 yards total offense compared to Oregon with 135 yards total offense. Oregon State has that edge offensively. It's the fourth quarter, 2 seconds left. Does Oregon have enough in them to get downfield? They need a Hail Mary. Pass is picked off. Alex Austin. And that is the ball game. Oregon comes up short to their rival Oregon State. Oregon State's offense, their passing yards, it was ridiculous this game. And their time of possession is it's crazy. Players of the game, you got Kayvon, 7 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks. Champ Fleming's 5 yards, 5 receptions, 91 yards. Oklahoma State hosting Oklahoma. This is a crazy matchup when you look at the rankings. Oklahoma's number 10, Oklahoma State's 7. Both teams are 10-1. I was not prepared, mainly because Oklahoma's defense came out hitting right out the gate. Boom. Hitting, causing turnovers. Boom. Nick Bonito just plows in there and scoops the ball up. 7-0 Oklahoma. Oklahoma State offensive line needs to tighten this up. It's getting ugly. Oklahoma State does show some signs of life as Sanders runs for a nice gain off to the right side, but here's more of that Oklahoma defense. Second quarter, Sanders, that pitch didn't quite make it. Second turnover of the game for Oklahoma State. The coach is not happy. He's letting them know, look, take care of that ball, young man. 30 seconds in the second quarter, Caleb connects with Hasselwood, 34-yard reception, getting them in field goal range. But Caleb says, you know what? We don't need a field goal. Let me just hook up with Mike Woods for a touchdown to end the half. 17-0 Oklahoma. And Oklahoma State's in 4th down territory. They need to convert here. Sanders throws it underneath to Warren. Not enough yards. Turnover on downs. Oklahoma State ends up getting a safety on that drive, making it 24-2. Fourth quarter, 2:47 left. Sanders' pass is picked off by Billy Bowman, making that 3 turnovers for Oklahoma State. And that pretty much seals the deal. Oklahoma State just really struggled this matchup. Turnovers were definitely the key. Those 3 turnovers, just offensive line was just getting dismantled. Players of the game, Caleb Williams, a really good game, 19 to 21, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 23 yards. This takes us to Georgia Tech, who is hosting number 1 in the nation, Georgia. And Georgia Tech is putting up a fight quite early. Keon White with the scoop and score. Georgia Tech is up 7-0, but we all know it's just a matter of time. Daniels to Jermaine Burton, 47 yards, putting Georgia in sweet position to score. 2nd and 5, Daniels calls his own number right up the middle. Touchdown, 7-7. Daniels to McConkey, 17-yard reception. Daniels has all day to throw, back there chilling. Hooks up with Fitzpatrick, 29 yards. Quite a nice route Fitzpatrick ran. He's like, oh, gotta cut it in on you. Daniels' pass right up the middle is picked off. What in the world was he looking at here? Looks like he was trying to hit his running back on a slant. Miscommunication there. Georgia Tech takes over the ball. Georgia Tech will settle for the field goal to take the lead 10-7. Georgia trying to get right back on track. Daniel hands it off to Zamir White, 21-yard gain. Both field goal kickers putting in work here in the second quarter. Georgia ties it up 10-10. 47 seconds left in the half, and Jeff Sims heaves a Hail Mary that is picked off by Amir Speed. Amir Speed is not playing. He showed some speed too. Picked it off and got it right back to the 40-yard line. Georgia is in a position to score before the end of the half, but guess what? Daniels' pass is picked off by Ellie. In the story of the first half, Georgia has 3 turnovers. Very fortunate, it's still a tie game. The turnover sets up a Georgia Tech field goal, 13-10, Georgia Tech at halftime. Third quarter, Daniels calls his own number. Daniels rushes right near the first down. Daniels throws a touchdown strike to Jack Saint. Georgia trying to make some breathing room. It's now 17-13. In the second half, Georgia 52 yards, Georgia Tech only 3. Overall, Georgia 238 yards to Georgia Tech's 99. Georgia still in control despite the turnovers. Still third quarter, 6 seconds left. Daniels hooks up with Burton for a big gain. But once again, they got to settle for a field goal. Georgia Tech didn't come here to lay down. They are definitely trying to hold their own this matchup. 20-13 Georgia. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's 4th and goal. Georgia Tech's last chance to tie this ball game up. Sims pass to McCollum, way too short. Not sure what they was looking for there, but that's not going to cut it. And that's the ball game. Georgia holds on 20-13. Players of the game, you got Adam Anderson, 5 tackles, 2 for a loss, 2 sacks. And you got your field goal kicker who was 2 of 2. Actually, both kickers, it's just the tail. This game was just pretty sloppily played, but Georgia was able to capitalize with big plays. Now moving on to Auburn, who will be hosting number 3 Alabama. Bryce Young calls his own number, sweep to the left, sheds off that first tackle, touchdown, 7-0 Alabama. Now, interesting story of this game was Bo Nix. Bo Nix was getting busy. Bo takes off for a 23-yard run. And oh no, Bo is not done yet. Bo sweeps to the left, picks up about 5 yards. Second quarter, Bo has 28 yards rushing already. And Bo says, you know what? I'm going to go right up the middle again. Stop me. Picks up 7 yards. Bo hands it off to Bigsby. 8-yard run, touchdown. Tie ball game, 7-7. Bryce Young throws a bullet to Jamison Williams, 62 yards. That boy got speed. Back-to-back receptions for Jamison Williams. Bryce Young puts one on the money. Touchdown, 14-7. Now Bryce Young already accounts for 158 yards alone and 2 touchdowns, while the rest of the Alabama team only has 17 yards. So Bryce is on fire so far. And Bryce says, let me add on to those stats. Let me throw for another touchdown. Hooks up with Jamison Williams again. 36 yards. Bryce Young, 12 of 14, 200 yards, passing. It's crazy right now. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Bo Nix. Bo Nix is beast mode. Bo Nix is going wild. 21-yard gain on that trying to get his team back in this. Auburn will eventually have to settle for a field goal. 21-10, Alabama. Young's pass picked off by Owen Pappoe. A pick six. Pappoe took it to the house. Oh snap, this game's getting interesting. 21-17 Alabama, but Auburn has picked up some momentum. 24-17 in the fourth quarter. Bo Nix doing everything he can to get back in this game. Bo knows. Bo Nix with another big game. Bo Nix 11 carries, 62 yards. Fourth down, 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can Auburn tie this game up and send it into overtime? They set up a screen pass that goes nowhere. Alabama stops them. Alabama wins 24-17 in a great game. Alabama's air attack, 226 yards passing. Insane. Players of the game, Bryce Young, 16-19, 226 yards passing. Mathis was getting busy on the defensive side of things. 6 tackles, 4 for loss, 4 sacks. Auburn, Pappoe had that big interception. He recorded 10 tackles as well. Goodness. And of course, Bo Nix, he was having a heck of a game running the ball. And for the final rivalry game, we have number 5 Michigan hosting number 2 Ohio State. Both coming off pretty good wins last week. Ohio State with a blowout over Michigan State. Michigan traveled to Maryland and dominated. McNamara to Roman Wilson, 18-yard reception. Got a big gain there. Michigan will go 3 and out. Ohio State takes possession. And the freshman, Travion Henderson, right up the gut, dragging 2 defenders with him, 11-yard gain. CJ Stroud hooks up with Garrett Wilson, 21-yard reception in Michigan territory. Stroud hands off to Travion, another 10-yard gain. Buckeyes will settle for a field goal, making it 3-0. Michigan's defense held strong there. CJ Stroud, Chris Olave, who takes a big hit. Goodness, my man was laid out. Stroud delivers a perfect pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, but not so fast. Did he get a foot in bounds? Looking at the replay, looks like he did. 10-0 Ohio State. Stroud to Cade Stover. Touchdown. 17-0 Ohio State. Michigan's offense has just struggled to get online. The Buckeyes have just been making stops. As Hassan Haskins carries the ball, and more woes continue as it looks like Corum has suffered an injury. McNamara hooks up with Roman Wilson, 14-yard reception. McNamara to Baldwin. It might be too little too late, but they got a touchdown, making this a 7-17 game. Michigan goes for the onside kick. Ohio State recovers, and that is it. Ohio State holds on to fend off Michigan at Michigan. You look at the stats, it just looks like Michigan struggled offensively, just 29 yards rushing, which is their strength, passing 97 yards. The Buckeyes only rushing for 75 yards, but passing for 169. Players of the game, McNamara actually did pretty good. 12 of 16, 97 yards. Stroud, 16 of 20. He had the 2 touchdown passes. Zach Harrison, 3 tackles. Defensive back Gray for Michigan, 6 tackles. And that's it, peeps. Just wanted to show my simulated games for the rivalry weekend. It's starting to heat up and it's fun. College football it's really going to start getting crazy now. You got the conference championships coming up. You got the playoffs. What else could you ask for? Alright, and that's it, peeps. Let us know what you think in the comments. Also, feel free to please continue to support us. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will be back with more sports gaming, news, and entertainment. Alright, peeps, you know what it is. Until next time, yeah.